So what are you going to buy,
I don't
Sam?
have a fraction of their product knowledge. I really don't. My presentation is totally different. I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but this is, I covered part of it during lunch, and this is what it would look like. In talking about DARD, I would want to talk about three areas. I would want to talk about DARD's background, where DARD is today, and what it means to you as a distributor. DARD's background is this. The company was started by Jack Shannon in 1949. Kerry, his son, came into the business 3 days later, 3 years later, 1952.
It just seems that way.
When Jack started the business, he started it as a key tag printing company. He grew the business, and when Kerry was brought in, Kerry became involved in all aspects of the business. As a matter of fact, Kerry was instrumental in growing the business into the company that it is today. In 1993, Bonnie came in.
Don't ever give up that date again. I'm only 29.
93, Bonnie came in. Bonnie is Kerry's daughter.
She was just able to walk.
Right. Like Kerry, she was involved in many aspects of the business. She was certainly instrumental in growing the business. But in addition to that, Bonnie has also been heavily involved in the industry. Bonnie's been involved with ASI heavily, and as a result has won 2 of ASI's highest awards. She's won International Person of the Year, and she's also won Entrepreneur of the Year. So Bonnie is widely known in the industry. That's the background. Where is DARD today? Let me tell you, DARD is one of the leading suppliers in the industry. There are roughly 3,400 suppliers in the industry. DARD is ranked as 24th, and that puts them in the top 1% in the entire industry. That puts them in a pretty elite club as far as the industry is concerned. So, what does that mean to you as far as a distributor is concerned? Well, it means in dealing with DARD, you're dealing with a top-flight company. DARD didn't get into that position by accident. They got there by meeting the needs of the distributors. As a point of illustration, ESP would be a good example. ESP is a service that's offered by ASI. It evaluates supplier performance. They look at things like customer satisfaction, delivery, on-time delivery, product quality, imprint quality, conflict resolution, and they use a 5-star system to do that. They rank each one of those categories using 5 stars. Well, out of the 5 stars, DARD has a 4-star ranking in 3 of those categories, and they have a 4.5-star ranking in the other 3 categories. So they're certainly one of the leading suppliers in the industry. DARD's committed to the distributors. They don't make any direct sales. They're committed to you folks, the distributors. DARD has a broad line. They have over 400 products that they offer in their line. And as a point of illustration, I brought 30 of their top-selling items with me today. As I mentioned earlier, one of the things that jumped out at me when I saw their top-selling items is the fact that it's so diverse. You've got a diversity of products. You've got a diversity of colors within those products. You've got a variation in imprint sizes. You've got everything from a relatively modest imprint area on something like the Racer pen to a very large imprint area on the piggybags. DARD has significant imprint capabilities. I mean, they can offer you everything from a 1-color imprint to a 4-color process imprint. They also have a significant variation in price points. You've got the tough tag that's available under 40 cents at list in minimum quantities, all the way up to the bank that's available in minimum quantities just over $5. So there's a lot to work with here. If you're new to DARD, if you're not selling DARD, this is a wonderful place for you to start. DARD sells these items literally by the hundreds of thousands across the United States across the United States. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a no-brainer for you guys. They sell for us, they sell for distributors across the country, and they would undoubtedly sell for you. I feel like I'm putting you all to sleep out there. You're still
We're waiting.
Until
You
we-
took a different tack, which is fine.
I just simply don't have the product knowledge that you
How
folks
come
do.
you don't? I think you get more information about the company than I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were four stars in Florida.
Yeah.
DARD ranked 24th in the industry.
We're doing something right.
Must be.
And by the way, really, the top 30 items are only the tip of the iceberg. For example, a couple of case in points. One is is what DARD calls the Big Ten. There was a marketing company that was relatively new to an area, wanted to get their name out there, wanted to prepare a direct mailer. They included this as part of that direct mailing. I think they used the slogan, something to the effect, for big ideas, contact, so on and so forth. And it worked. It worked effectively. The high-tech mini flashlight would be another case in point. This guy right here. There was a community college that picked it up. They wanted to implement a safety program. They had offered night classes to their students, had students coming to and from the campus after dark. They included this, and it was very successful. It worked very well for them. Some other things you need to know about DARD that would be important to me if I were a distributor. DARD has a number of items that are made in the United States. They have a number of items that are biodegradable. They refer to them as earth safe. They have a number of items priced under $1, which is great in a tough economy like this one. DARD's a key supplier. They can help you increase your sales and build your business. Quite frankly, I can't imagine being a distributor in this business and not offering DARD, not carrying DARD. And last but not least, one last point I'd like to make with you is this. Let me ask you something. As distributors, do you folks sell key tags? Do you sell drinkware? Do you sell pens?
Yes.
Well, the chances are very good if you're like most distributors. The pen business goes one place, the drinkware goes another, the key tags go someplace else. So as a result, as a distributor, unless you're the exception to the rule, you're a relatively small fish in a number of different ponds, right? But with DARD, because the line's so broad, because it's so comprehensive, DARD gives you the opportunity to consolidate that business, to bring it to DARD. So instead of being a small fish in a number of different ponds, DARD gives you the opportunity to be a significant fish in their pond. Well, let me tell you, most suppliers won't talk to you about this. But I'll tell you quite frankly, when you go to visit a customer 5 days before Christmas, he gives you an order and says, look, here's the order, you've got it, but it has to be back in my hands in time for me to hand it out at Christmas. Or you're in a bidding situation and you need support, you need competitive pricing. Who do you think DARD's going to sit up and pay attention to? The distributor that does $500 worth of business with him, or the one that does $50,000 with him? DARD's a wonderful company. They're a great company. They're great suppliers. They have a bright future. They have a management team in place. They have a plan for the future, and you can be part of that by participating in it. That's my presentation.
So I
Good
think
job,
I'll go
Sam.
visit DARD.
Yeah.
Sounds good to
When
me.
they consolidate.